Hello, world, and welcome back to the Glen Alex Show. On the Glen Alex Show, our mission is for you to be joyful, connected, confident, and complete. The life experience we call wealth, WELLTH, which is health plus other riches. Hi, I'm Glen Alex, clinical social worker, the wealth counselor, and author of Living in Total Health, the 2021 Indie Book Award winner for Health and Wellness, and finalist in the Mind, Body, Spirit category. And my life's work is about health because physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually healthy people do not intentionally harm self or others, and healthy people are more loving, are more genuine, and are more giving. And boy, can we use more of that in the world today. So please join me on this journey to make the world a better place for each of us, for our loved ones, and for humanity. On every episode of the Glen Alex Show, we focus on a different aspect of health. And I'm really excited about this topic because I'm just growing into essential oils myself. And I'm really excited to have Stacey Hall with us. She knows a lot about essential oils and business in general. And so welcome. Thank you for making time to be here.
Thank you so much. And I know we have a little bit of delay, so hopefully you can hear me.
I heard that, yes. Okay, so please just tell everyone who you are and what you
Great.
do.
My name is Stacey Hall. I primarily support entrepreneurs in being able to make the difference they want to make in the world faster by helping them attract their ideal audience, increase their income, and leave a legacy that lives on long after they're gone. So I primarily focus on supporting businesses. Where oils come in is that if we are not balanced and uplifted in our body, mind, and soul, we're not going to be able to be of service to anyone else. And so oils are one of my favorite business tools.
I love that. We must be uplifted ourselves to help anybody else, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So tell people exactly how essential oils work.
Well, let's go back to where does an essential oil come from? It is the lifeblood of a plant. And each plant has its own purpose, if you will. Each plant has its purpose for contributing something to the world. Certain plant oils have organic chemical constituents that help our blood reoxygenate and then provide nutrients to our blood that we can't get in any other way. Thus, vegetables, right? So vegetables grow and we get nutrition from that way. A lot of flowers, citrus fruits, trees, they have oils that also contain nutrients for our own blood.
Okay. So would you consider essential oils a supplement?
Food Drug Administration does. That's the category they put essential oils in, is as nutritional supplementation when they're taken internally. For topical use, I would say they're more in the arena of upliftment as opposed to nutrients, because they do both.
Okay, excellent. Now, there are a lot of essential oils out there, and over time I've come across a few. How do we find out which ones are the best quality?
Well, that's a little tougher because there's a lot of claims out there. My personal rule of thumb is knowing that the food, not that I was going to say I don't give the FDA complete blanket support, but that said, I know that if an oil is able to be taken internally, it means it had to pass certain standard tests. And so if it's labeled to be taken internally, I know it's also safe enough to put on my skin or to put in my diffuser. Organic is, of course, on top of that. So first, if they're labeled safe enough to be taken internally and they're organic, that does it for me.
Okay.
And so that's my personal litmus test, if you will.
Those are really good tips. Not at all what I thought you would say, but those are really good tips. And you're right, there are so many claims out there that, it's hard to tell who's on the up and up, to be honest with you.
It is. And I wanted to impose, you might have thought that it would have been to take a look at the plant or to be able to know how it was distilled, and all of that is important as well. But oftentimes we can't get that information. If a company is very open and transparent about how they grow the plants, how they distill the plants, how they bottle the plants, and there's only one company that I feel I can support, and because they are transparent, and I've been to their farms, but most people can't do that. And so that's why I wanted to give a suggestion of how you could possibly determine if an oil is pure enough.
Okay. No, that's very helpful. I will start looking for that myself. Now, what are some of the best ways to maximize the benefits of essential oils?
I'll go through all the ways, because the reason you want a pure oil, one that absolutely is safe enough to take internally, is because molecular structures of organic plant oils are small enough to go through the blood-brain barrier. So we want to make sure that what we're putting in, that what we're inhaling in. So this is here a bottle of oil. And just to be compliant, I'm not going to show the brand. But when I want to inhale, it's the fastest way for it to get into my body, actually.
Okay.
And if I want to take it internally, I would take a drop and I would put it in my cheeks. And again, it has to be labeled to be taken internally. Or I could be putting it on my pulse points, dripping it onto my pulse points, rubbing them, putting it on my ears, because all the nerves of the body end in the ears. So as the oil gets drunk in through the nerves, it's having an effect on the body. So on the pulse points, behind the ears, over the thymus here, over the heart, on the soles of the feet, rubbed into the hands, are all wonderful ways. Mixing oils with Epsom salts and bathing in them, a full body immersion, is fabulous. And then a diffuser, which I have my diffusers behind me, a little bit hidden at the moment, to diffuse those oils all throughout your home. And oils, if you do research, there's lots of clinical studies that are done by governments and universities. So I'm not even talking about what companies will declare about their oils. The beauty is, if you go to pubmed.gov, you will find studies about lavender oil, oregano oil, thyme oil, eucalyptus oil, clove oil. Name an oil, it's been studied for its benefits and the best way to use it.
Okay. Wow. That is really good to know. Now, for the oils that aren't labeled to be ingested, do you need a carrier to put it on the skin?
Great question. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm saying, I don't care if I have a carrier oil or not. It's not going anywhere near me if it's not pure enough to take internally.
Okay.
If that oil is not labeled to be taken internally, and here's why. So I'll talk about a carrier oil and what you use it for in a minute. And Glenn, here's the thing. It actually goes into our body faster through our skin than it does by putting it down our throat. Most people don't realize that. On average, anything we put into our skin goes into the bloodstream in 27 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
It takes a lot longer for that to happen as we're going through our digestive system. Yes. And if more people knew that, they would also be very careful about their shampoos, their conditioners, their moisturizers, their deodorant. All of that goes through our skin, on our scalp, into our skin. And that stuff, because it's not nutritional supplementation, there's no watchdog looking over that. There's no one doing studies on what goes on our skin or on our scalp, which is why companies can get away with putting so much other stuff into it that is not good for the body. Okay, so I wanted to say that first.
Okay.
So if it's not pure enough to be looked at as a nutritional supplement, I don't want it anywhere near me. Now, carrier oils, which are vegetable oils and nut oils, almond, grape seed, avocado, sesame seed, olive oil, when we call it a carrier oil, it means if the oil itself, the essential oil, is got a hot nature to it, like clove, if you put it on your skin, or peppermint sometimes, it will feel like a burning sensation because it's just part of the chemical constituent. And as it goes through the skin, it feels like a bit of a burn.
Okay.
Carrier oils help slow down the process of putting it on the skin. So the burn, if you will, or the sensation is lessened. That's the only reason for using a carrier oil.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
Or to just move the oils around. Like if you want to do a massage. Yeah. The other part of it is, let's say you're massaging someone's back, or you want to massage your feet. You don't want to use 20 drops of essential oil. You could use, let's say, 3 to 5 drops in a carrier oil, and that will make it more of a massage oil to be able to spread it over and save some money on the essential oils.
Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm learning stuff. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch this and take notes, because that's a lot I didn't know. So thank you so much for that information. And I know you have to skedaddle because you have another commitment coming up really soon. And thank you so much for putting up with the tech issues and and for your fabulous information. Now, if anyone has any
it's perfectly fine. It's a joy to be with you.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind. Do you want people to be able to reach out to you if they have questions about essential oils or business, or how can people contact you?
I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Stacey Hall 1 on Facebook, or on Instagram, I am Success with Stacey Hall. Or they can contact you because we're friends. And I know you'll connect me with folks too. And yeah, it's a great joy for me to talk about oils. I've been using them for 14 years and I love them, and I know they make a huge difference in being able to stay positive and keep me above the wellness line in so many ways.
Yes, and we definitely need more positivity and wellness in our world.
Yes.
So what is the one thing you want to leave with people? The one thing you want them to know about essential oils?
I believe that Mother Nature lives inside the oil. And if we allow a plant to grow from non-genetically modified seed, if we allow that plant to grow into its fullness, and when I say plant, it could be a flowering plant, it could be a citrus plant, it could be a tree. If we allow it to grow fully into its maturity, before we take the oil from it, if we take the oil in sustainable ways, and there's some companies that do, and there's a lot of companies that don't. If we don't add anything to the oil or take anything away from it, we keep it in its pure state when it goes into the bottle, and we protect that bottle all the way along the process till it gets into our hands, then what we're doing is we're receiving the comfort of Mother Nature. And we can receive that physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, as people have for thousands of years.
Yes, you're speaking my language about total health. So thank you again for being on this episode of the Glen Alex Show. I really appreciate your time.
Appreciate you. I appreciate the wisdom of your experience, the generosity of your heart, and the love of your spirit. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Refresh your spirit with a nourishing thought.
Please allow me to leave you with this nourishing thought. Author Amy Lee Mercury said, "It doesn't get much greener than essential oils. When used correctly, they are among Mother Nature's most potent remedies." And I totally agree with her. I think essential oils are a great tool to utilize for living in total health. And while I dabbled in essential oils from time to time, I've used Young Living's essential oil products consistently for the past few years. And I know that my body, mind, spirit, and my home are healthier for it. So I share my top three essential oil products that I love to use. There are many, but I had to narrow down to the top three, and I share that in my latest blog. So visit glenalex.com to read that, and you can also visit glenalex.com and click the link to learn more about Young Living's products. And I totally encourage you to consider adding essential oils to your health practices. Simply do some research to find the highest qualities available to you and allow the essential oils to do what they do naturally, enhance health. So please, it won't hurt to look into it, because I know personally that essential oils are very, very beneficial. So until next time, be well. Thank you again for tuning in to the Glen Alex Show. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Your health